Alan, why do you always have to interrupt me at the start of all my videos? Why? Alright, so today we're gonna get to work on the enclosures, and we're also gonna build a bridge over to the island. So I didn't want to save any of the materials from any of that, so there's no new dirt chests, there's nothing. I just simply I have enough cobblestone and dirt for my entire life. I should. Oh, I can't ride safer. Oh, that's a bummer. It's okay. We'll get a dinosaur we can ride soon. But yeah, we got to get the bridge built, and then we can start to work on some of the enclosures. And the small upgrade I made down here is we're gonna end up getting a Phalangosaurus today, almost guaranteed, because we are going to be making Stegosaurus, Triceratops, Ankylosaurus, Parasaurolophus, Pachycephalosaurus, Diplodocus, Dryosaurus, Therizinosaurus, and Pachyrhinosaurus. So there's a very high chance that we are going to end up getting a Phalangosaurus. Now, if somehow we don't, I'm going to be shocked. But we're almost guaranteed a Phalangosaurus. Although we might need to get more tar drops so we can craft more analyzers. But that's beside the point. I added this, that way if we do get a Phalangosaurus, I don't know if they attack villagers. But if they do, I can keep Alan up here so he's safe. Although, if the Phalangosaurus senses him, he's not going to be safe anyways, because the Phalangosaurus can climb walls. So the Phalangosaurus, they act like spiders. They can scale a wall. So hopefully that doesn't happen, but just gonna have to be how it is. And we might want to keep an eye out for tar slimes over here, because I know that they can spawn at tar pits, but I don't know the likelihood of it. Me and a friend of mine, we were doing multiplayer on Fossils and Archaeology. We live right next to a tar pit, literally 4 to 5 blocks from it. We never once saw a tar slime. Never once. Alright, so let's see, where would be a good spot for this bridge? Probably like right around here somewhere. So this flat area here could be like a good place for where it would start. Like you walk in here. So this entire front place here is probably going to be open. So most likely we're going to build the bridge here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so 5, that'll work. We do gotta get a little bit of dirt. And I'm getting notifications on my phone. While I am building, I will be watching Netflix, so it'll just be nothing but a speed build. But yeah, let's get to work on getting that bridge built, shall we? Here is the bridge. So I did unfortunately decorate a little bit. That's one of my problems. I like to make everything look nice. But here's the bridge. It's nice, it's functional. If I ever have any need to craft anything, I can. But here it is. The nice functional bridge. Now it is time to build the enclosures. Which we're going to need a lot of cobblestone and a lot of glass. So we're going to have to get some smelting. But I think I'm gonna bring the furnaces and the glass and the sand or glass over to the island. That way it will smelt while I'm there, because I believe if it's smelting at the house, I believe it's gonna be way too far away. So we're gonna have to bring the furnaces, which I guess isn't too bad, but it's not great. And then we'll have to be closer over here whenever this stuff is actually cultivating as well, because it won't cultivate far away. Let's bring some extra coal with. Oh yeah, whenever I was mining, or whenever I got all the fossils, I also got some diamonds. So yeah, we can upgrade soon. I'm gonna stick with potatoes and bread. So wait, okay, so stay. I can put that away. Bang. How many stacks are we thinking? Let's just take a row. I know that might seem overkill, but I honestly don't think it is. And then we'll take that for glass. And then quickly, since we're right here, we'll throw this in for biogoo. Yeah, alright, nice. Okay. Let's tend to the farm quickly, and then we will head over to the island. Alright. To the island! Actually, that way as soon as we get there, or maybe a little bit before, we can actually sleep. I don't like monsters. I mean, who does like monsters? I certainly don't. Alright. Set up a small base camp right here. Go ahead and get to smelting. Now let's think here. Pull that out and shove this stuff in. Yeah, let's do that as well. And we'll throw that in. And we'll just start off with what we have here. Now I gotta think about this, because this is gonna be different. Alright. Let's get started. So this is gonna be another montage. So here we go. Okay, so there's no point in trying to hide it anymore. This was never going to be multiple enclosures. This was always going to be one giant enclosure. That way all the herbivores could live together. But it's a decently large enclosure, so they should all have enough room, even the Diplodocus. So we're good on that. The only problem now is I ran out of cobblestone. Not fully, but I've had to take some from the storehouse, which I never really wanted to do. So I think that we should probably get a cobblestone generator built. And can't really do that unless unless we have lava, which, lucky for us, there was some lava somewhere on this island. And I covered it up. So all we have to do is walk around here until we see lava pops or something along the line of that. Although it would probably be a lot easier without the rain. So, yeah, we gotta wait for the rain to stop, or at least see if we can sleep through it. But then we should be... Wait, what was that? Oh, it was me eating. Yeah, okay, never mind. Stupid me. Alright. It's fine. Yeah, we can't sleep. But what we can do is go and see if we can get some emeralds. That way I can trade with the wandering trader that's there. If we trade with him, we can get some acacia, and we should be able to get some acacia saplings, and then hopefully, we can, of course, plant them and grow them and get even more saplings. So if we do that, we should be good, but I definitely want to get acacia saplings because they're like tropical trees, so for when I eventually decorate the enclosure, we'll be able to actually make it look like a decently good enclosure. So, get Alan some bones. I'm gonna try and get 10 emeralds. Yeah, okay. So he isn't connected to one of his analyzers. That makes sense, but I don't know why he wouldn't be. He clearly should be. But he's not, which is just great. Alan, please connect to your analyzer. Okay, I've seen green things above here. Now, I have to wait for him to refresh. If he connects to that one, we'll be fine. If he doesn't, less fine. But you know what? Don't really much care. Now, I'll make the cobblestone better, the cobblestone generator better between episodes, but actually I'll probably just make the whole thing, but we want to at least know where the lava is. Gotta collect at least some of it, that way I don't have to look for it while the dinosaurs are... Yeah. So, Alan, please tell me you've refreshed your trades. I need you to refresh your trades, buddy. I'm sorry. There we go. Put one back in there. Now we have 3 analyzers. Lovely. Yeah. It's okay. I don't really need acacia trees. They'd just be nice. And if any need be, we can always go on an adventure looking for trees, because there's still jungle, dark oak, and acacia that I want to find, and I'm pretty sure we can find them. Speaking of which, we're nearly out of sand too, so finding a desert would be nice. So yeah. The only bad part about this still being stuck in 1.18 is that I can't trade with the Wandering Trader to trade with them. Kinda have to go off of what I currently have, and those guys are nowhere near ready. But that should also be a future thing that I need to take care of, probably between episodes, is taking care of block deep. I don't know. Either way, I think I'm done for tonight because it is midnight and I am tired. Plus I have all day tomorrow to finish this, so yeah, I think that's gonna be the end of this for tonight. So tomorrow we will pick back up and finish the Great Valley. Okay, so I stopped at 12 midnight. It is currently 4:45 a.m. I didn't stop. I've been playing ever since midnight. Long story short, acacia trees are good. They've grown. Alan is still down here doing his thing. I'm out of bones completely. And like I got rid of all of these. These are some from the skeletons I've killed, but other than that, we're gone. We got 3 buckets of lava, which is nice. I did find the lava pit, but these are not the lava buckets. These are actually going to end up going in here for when we need these. And this coal is just going to end up going back in here. They're just going to dump it for now. It doesn't matter. I do need more bread, though. That could be an issue. But let me show you what I've done. That over there is new, and that's the cobblestone generator. This is gonna be fun. I haven't done anything to the enclosure. All I've really done is build this. I've also marked 2 things, but other than that, I haven't done much. I've just kind of been running around doing random stuff. So, you come in here, you stand right here, and you just mine. And while you mine, it is being filtered into these here chests. So it starts in here and comes all the way down here. But if all these get filled and you still want to get more cobblestone, you can always move them to these chests, which I haven't, but yeah. And the other side is where the lava came from, because over here, you got some cauldrons with some dripstone to get you unlimited lava. So, that's basically the story. So yeah, that's how it goes. So yes, this is filled up again, and I'll show you the cobblestone chest is starting to get filled again, which I'm very happy about. Do still gotta find a desert because we are dangerously low on sand. But you know, that's okay. But let's go and take a look at everything else I've done. Hopefully, I should be fine, but I don't know if you can see it, but right above my crosshair, there's a cobblestone pillar. And above my crosshair again is a cobblestone pillar. Those are mob spawners, specifically skeleton and zombie. I have not found the spider spawner yet, but I'd like to find one pretty close to those two, if possible. But I've been throughout those caves a good bit and I haven't found a single spider spawner, so might be unlucky on the spider spawner, but I can always, you know, just... Okay, good, Alan's down here. I left the front gate open. Can't do that. So let's go ahead and start decorating the paddock, shall we? So I'm just gonna build a few hills and whatnot. Oh, I should... Yeah, but okay. That's fine, I guess. The buckets for the lava were what I originally had water in, so... It's fine, I can make 2 more buckets for water. We'll add some creeks. And we'll also grab a little bit of bone meal to liven up the enclosure. So once again, I'm gonna get my Netflix set up so I can continue watching Camp Cretaceous while I build. I am trying to watch all 5 seasons of Camp Cretaceous and all 3 seasons of Chaos Theory before season 4 of Chaos Theory comes out. And I have made it to season 4 of of Camp Cretaceous. What a wonderful season. It's your fault. All your fault. And yours too. Oh, that sucks. Alright. So clearly, we need a big hill in the middle. Now, I don't know. I guess montage and I guess whatever happens is what happens. So here we go. Okay, so I am nearly done with the paddock. I only have a few things left to do. And then we are going to be basically completely done with the paddock, which will be amazing. I hope this is enough food. Of course, my food needs to stay there. Okay, so I'm going to give you a basic rundown of what the paddock looks like. Then we're going to set the feeders in. Then we're going to come back and start cooking up some embryos. And hopefully, all goes well. So, I may have went a little bit way too overboard on the second paddock for this world, but I think it is definitely going to be worth it. Because this is just amazing. So, looks a lot better, I will say that. There's a creek in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 hills. There's some vegetation around some of the walls that don't have windows. Most of these creeks you can just jump over. And then there are also, like, even here I can jump over it, but I'm adding a bridge because why not? Ponds at the end of all the rivers. I do want to get a little bit more foliage and put here and some over there. But now we're going to set up the feeders. So, 3 feeders, pretty large paddock. Let's put one here. We'll put another one over here. And we'll put the last one over here. And then we'll start filling them with food. Let's put it right here. So, stack of carrots. We're going to try and even this out as much as possible. You go. Okay, let's see. This bottom row will be this feeder. Then each row past it is even. That'll be for all of the other feeders. I do want to try and get these feeders to be at least completely full, but I don't see that happening with the food I have been given, or with the food that I have collected. But we can get it pretty stocked, which is really all that matters. And why not? It's just one extra seed and one extra potato. So it really doesn't matter much. If we can at least get to 6,000 food will be good, and we're gonna make it nice. Okay. Not a speck of green, but 6,500 food. Almost 6,500 food is a good number to start with. let's go ahead and start cooking up some dinos. And let's put this back to easy now that I'm done with the enclosure and no longer having to worry about monsters. Because the only reason I turned it to easy was I had 2 bread left and I was not done with the enclosure and there were monsters all around me, and if I tried to get to a bed, I would have died. I don't want to die. Alright. Alan, now is your time to go upstairs for a while. What do we want to start with? 1, 1, 1, 1, 5, 1, 3, 2, 6. Let's start with the stegos since there's more of them. And we'll just pull that. Milk. Milk, milk, milk. I need some milk.
He needs some milk.
Okay. Well then. Empty and empty. Back in. What was that? So, Alan, now that you're upstairs, I'm gonna go into your lab. Please try not to die. By that I mean don't go outside at night. Just stay up there. Connect to my bed if you have to. Just please. You're annoying me. Huh? Dude, how did you get down? How did you get down here? Oh, well, I guess. How can we fix that? When in doubt, use dirt. Use dirt. Alan, I need you to go upstairs soon, buddy. I'll let you stay down here until I'm finished making the bio goo, and then I need you to go back upstairs, bud. It's only safer for you if you do that. Oh, lovely, my game's frozen. That's okay. Please tell me Minecraft is responding. I do not want to have to completely close the game and reopen it. It's 6:30 in the morning. I've been recording for 2 hours. I am so glad I brought this cow into the house. Such a helpful cow. Should name it. Should name the cow. If we do that, we're gonna get attached. Okay. 1 Stegosaurus at a time. Here we go. Alan! Please come up the steps, Alan. If and when a Phaleosaurus spawns, I don't know if they will kill you, so I want you upstairs in case they do. And let's get the emergency plan ready. So, this breaks. Let me go get another piece of dirt, just in case. So, if the culture vat breaks, I will quickly block it up with a piece of dirt. Depending on what kind of Phaliosaur we get, whether it's a zombie horse, a mushroom, a piglin, or an actual Phaliosaurus, will determine what we do. But he needs to go upstairs, and that needs to not fail. But basically what will happen is, if that fails and it is a Phaliosaur, I will block it up with a piece of dirt, lead the Phaliosaurus in here, open this door. When he comes in this side, because he can't come to the door, I'll close it and place it. So that's the plan. Just to make sure, let's have that open and ready. Alan, please, you need to go upstairs. Thank you. No, you're stuck. Okay. I feel bad for you. Go upstairs, please. No, not here. Yes. No, upstairs. Yes, up the steps. Not to your analyzer. Not on the chests. Upstairs. You know what? If the Phaliosaurus kills you, I'm not gonna feel bad. I suggest you go upstairs so I don't have to kill you. Or I don't have to worry about you getting killed. Please, go upstairs. Yes. No. I hate you. I hate you so much. Alan, go upstairs. I will put your bed and your work occupational block upstairs. If you will please just go upstairs, mate. Please. Please. I'm so worried that this first one's gonna fail, but I think we'll be good now that it is at halfway. I think we'll be good. Alan, please, go upstairs. You worry me so very much. I think I'm gonna basically montage the rest of this. Oh, okay. Paleosaurus. Not exactly the friendliest of things, but we got one, so. Yeah, they climb the walls. Excuse me, sir. 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 Ah. Please. Yes. Yeah, we got a Phaliosaurus. Let's go. We have officially caught a Phaliosaurus. And we lost the culture vat, but hey, it's okay. You look terrifying. Wow, you are ugly. But we got a Phaliosaurus, captured a Phaliosaurus, so I take it as a win. But we do gotta get some tar now. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pause the recording. I'm gonna get the rest of these guys cultivated, specifically the Triceratops, Ankylosaurus, Parasaurolophus, Diplodocus, Therizinosaurus, and Pachyrhinosaurus. Dryosaurs will probably classify with tiny herbivores like the Protoceratops and Psittacosaurus, and the or the Pachycephalosauruses I'm gonna wait on until I have a name tag so I can actually name Cipher. But I'm gonna finish cultivating all of these guys, and then we'll put them into the paddock. Okay, so all of the culture vats are done. We have all of these dinosaurs. So I'm gonna name one of the Ankylosauruses and the Therizinosaurus. But all of these guys still need names. So if you got any names for 2 Triceratops, 6 Stegosauruses, 1 Parasaurolophus, 1 Pachyrhinosaurus, 2 Ankylosaurus, and 1 Diplodocus, let me know. Also, we have this Phalesaurus and the third culture that failed gave us a mushroom. So we now have a mushroom. But let's go hatch these dinosaurs. Or let's go put the dinosaurs into the valley, or the whatever this thing is called, the Great Valley, the huge herbivore enclosure. Whatever it may be. So, yeah. And I will let you know how many males and females there are of each species. That way, if you would like to name them, you can use names close to... You can... How do I say this without being disrespectful to the horrible world nowadays? So you can pick names correctly related to their gender. Yes. I know people are going to be mad at that. I don't really care much. Okay, where should we hatch the Stegosauruses at? I think we should hatch them... I think we should hatch them over here by this feeder. That is not over there, that is over here. So... Oh wait, no. Those are the Triceratops. We'll hatch the Triceratops first, next to this feeder. Okay, it's warm. That's all it needs, is to be warm and progress. A male and female Triceratops. A male Stegosaurus. Three males and 3 females Stegosaurus. One male and 1 female Ankylosaurus. a male Pachyrhinosaurus, and a male Parasaurolophus. And one male Diplodocus. Okay, so the Therizinosaurus will be named Katana, and the Ankylosaurus, which is a female, I'm gonna let my father name since the Ankylosaurus is his favorite dinosaur. So let's cut to see what he names it. Did you think of a name?
Neptune.
And that is what he named the Ankylosaurus, although I don't know what it is yet. But that's your name, little one. And then Katana. So they all do seem to be happy. So that's good. I need to get them some friends, though. I'm actually really happy with the Stegosaurus population because I didn't check any of their max populations. I hatched 6 Stegosauruses and their max population is 7, so luckily we're okay with them. And it's going to be a little bit difficult to try and find some of these guys, but hey, as they grow, it'll become easier to spot, so I'm okay with it. So, we'll check in on them again whenever they're a little bit bigger, so it's not quite the end of the video, but we're going to wait until they're just a little bit older, so yeah. Time to learn. So we have one pair, one Pachyrhinosaurus, one Diplodocus, one Theri, 3 Stegos, 3 Ankylosauruses, and 2 Trikes. So we're gonna learn. We're gonna start with the more odd ones, like Pachyrhinosaurus, and move our way to the more frequent ones. So let's start with Pachyrhinosaurus. Pachyrhinosaurus, the thick-nosed lizard, is a genus of ceratopsian dinosaur from the late Cretaceous of North America. Every single dinosaur in this enclosure is from the late Cretaceous except for Stegosaurus, I think. The species in front of you, P. lacustia, hails specifically from Western Canada. The large herbivore is most famous for its unique facial ornament known as a bose. Even in the age of the dinosaurs, some parts of our planet got quite cold. In Pachyrhinosaurus, we see a variety of bone growth rates that suggest this animal was endothermic. Yes, most dinosaurs were warm-blooded. And grew faster in the warm seasons than in the cold seasons, which, like modern animals, adapted to endure harsh winters. The species Pachyrhinosaurus protrorum is known from Alaska, making it the northernmost ceratopsian dinosaur. Pachyrhinosaurus lacustia is known from the Wapiti Formation in Canada, which yields fossils from the late Cretaceous. These same rocks also hold fossils of Albertosaurus, Edmontosaurus, and Dromaeosaur, and more. How we view the lives of dinosaurs like Pachyrhinosaurus is sure to change in the coming decades because there are many questions fossils have yet to answer. Did these animals migrate? What other dinosaurs lived alongside them? What did they look like? How did they survive cold winters? There are numerous theories regarding these questions, but time will tell if any are supported or rejected by the newest fossil evidence. My favorite herbivore... my favorite herbivore used to be Stego, but now it's Parasaurolophus. Parasaurolophus, the near-crested lizard, was a very nasally ornithopod, making it an odd but well-liked dinosaur in the eyes of adoring fans like myself. With an estimated length of 9.5 meters and a maximum height of 3 to 4 meters, it was a heavily built dinosaur that could switch between bipedal and quadrupedal postures at will. Its odd crest is a point of interest to fans and scientists alike, with multiple hypothesized functions. For both sexes, the crest likely acted as a sign of recognition between members of the herd. For males specifically, though, it was probably for attracting potential mates. Its crest may also have helped with thermoregulation, depending on if there was a flap of skin connected to the crest and the head, or not. Personally, I hope there is. It may have also served as a resonating chamber used for producing loud and low bellows, which could alert all members of a herd to danger. Roaming North America during the Cretaceous, Parasaurolophus lived along fellow herbivores like Corythosaurus and carnivores like Gorgosaurus. It grinded plants in the chewing-like motion with its beak, chopping plant matter while its cheeks holding it firmly in its mouth. Parasaurolophus fed upon plants of varying heights due to its range of postures. Which is one of the reasons why I think Parasaurolophus is so cool, because it can be bipedal and quadrupedal whenever it wants. There's the theory. Therizinosaurus, the scythe lizard, was surprisingly enough likely a herbivore, despite its intimidating exterior. With a maximum length of 10 meters and a maximum height of 4 or 5 meters, this freakishly tall monstrosity possessed a terrifying defense feature: incredibly long claws that reached the length of a meter. These claws likely provided ample protection from the ferocious predators that dared to prey upon Therizinosaurus. As the last and largest of the Therizinosaurids, this odd animal roamed the lands only a few million years before the large dinosaurs disappeared from the Earth. Because of that, it serves as a poster child for its family Therizinosaurids. Roaming what is now modern Mongolia, Therizinosaurus was among other odd herbivores and carnivores in scrublands near deserts. However, sometimes dense rainforests with plentiful plant life and a variety of trees provided a suitable habitat and wealth of food to Therizinosaurus. The monstrous claws were used to reach branches and leaves and pull them to its mouth. It may have competed with its relative Deinonychus. I know this dinosaur, but I can never pronounce it. Deinocheirus for food, though this would likely have been more of an issue in the desert than the rainforest. Diplodocus. The double beam is one of the most famous dinosaurs in the world. This 24-meter long, 4-meter tall dinosaur can be found in dozens of museums worldwide, making Dippy recognizable everywhere. Its absurdly long tail, perhaps its most iconic feature. It tapers to a flexible whip-like end, which some enthusiasts speculate could have been used as a real whip against predators. This tail also functions as a counterbalance to the massive heavy neck that stretches from the front of its body. While some sauropods like Brachiosaurus had longer arms than legs, giving them a more vertical posture, Diplodocus's arms were shorter, giving it a horizontal posture. This hefty herbivore browsed the Jurassic foliage of semi-arid coasts. Oh, so this is a Jurassic dinosaur. That's new news to me. It is now the central United States. Diplodocus lived alongside several other sauropods, including Apatosaurus and Camarasaurus, so the landscape must have been constantly altered whenever these hungry diners stopped to enjoy their buffet. Based on the shape of their teeth, paleontologists can tell that each species of sauropod ate a different kind of plant in order to avoid competition with each other. Many predators, such as Allosaurus, Ceratosaurus, and Turvosaurus, also shared the same habitat with these sauropods, and would have had to eat different prey to avoid competition as well. Okay, next up, trike. The Triceratops seemed to be the biggest thing in this enclosure so far. 6 years old already. Nice. Alright. And they're still happy. I thought that they might be like mid happiness because of the size of the enclosure, but they seem to be quite happy. Triceratops, the three-horned face, is a dinosaur of particular interest, being widely represented in both entertainment and in the fossil record. Its snout, powerful body, reach length. Its stout. Its stout, powerful body reached length of 9 meters and height of 3 meters. Triceratops was a force of nature few reckoned with. Embezzled with its mighty frill and horns, these iconic ornaments grew as it reached maturity. Triceratops are commonly depicted using their headgear as weapons, but recent theories that note the presence of blood vessels in the skull suggest that the frill was most likely used for courtship. Triceratops shared the warm North American climate with the Maastrichtian age of the Cretaceous, with fearsome foes like the Tyrannosaurus. In the event of a confrontation, its horns could be used to ward off or gore opponents into submission. It lived in relative harmony with other herbivores during its reign before the mass extinction at the end of the Cretaceous. It browsed low-hanging vegetation with its beak lined with rows of teeth, which sheared leaves off fibrous plants like palm ferns and cycads. Due to the large amount of Triceratops fossils that have been found, it is safe to say that Triceratops was one of, if not the most common herbivorous of the period. Ooh, I'm getting thirsty. Ankylosaurus, the fused lizard, is a dinosaur that all tanks could take some notes from. At about 8 meters long and over 1 meter tall, the Ankylosaurus put every part of its hefty body to work in protecting itself. Its armor consisted of massive knobs and bony plates embedded in the skin called osteoderms. These osteoderms were light and sturdy, and they were highly resistant to penetrative objects like the teeth of predators. When it felt threatened, it employed its powerful tail club against other dinosaurs, oscillating its tail in a 100-degree motion. The placement of the club at the end of its tail adds to its in the club at the end of its tail adds to its interior. Interior? It's not interior. Either way, tail added a lot of defense, causing massive damage to opponents. The Ankylosaurus lived in North America during the late Cretaceous period alongside fierce predators and competition. Its incredible defense mechanism protected it against massive carnivores like Tyrannosaurus. Ankylosaurus occupied a smaller niche to herbivores like Triceratops, its wide mouth allowing it to feed on a variety of low vegetation in its subtropical floodplain environment. As the largest known ankylosaurid, the amount of food that passed through the large digestive system would have been immense. This hungry herbivore would not have stripped the region bare, though, because it likely lived solitary as an adult. I did not know they lived solitary as an adult, so that's new information to me. Even I can learn stuff from Minecraft. Fossil archaeology. Stegosaurus now. Stegosaurus, the roofed lizard, is a most familiar member of the Stegosaurid family, which is known for its unique body armor consisting of plates and spines. Stegosaurus is also the largest in its family at almost 9 meters long and 4 meters tall. Originally depicted with its plates lying flat on its back like roof tiles, the famous plates of the Stegosaurus stood up on its back in 2 offset rows. The purpose of these plates is still debated, but they were likely for sexual display, thermoregulation, or intimidation. The spikes on its tail are known as thagomizers, a name popularized by Gary Larson' Far Side comic. As its main source of defense, the tail could be swung with great force at foes, goring them with the sharp spikes. Living alongside Allosaurus in the late Jurassic United States and Portugal, Stegosaurus had good reason to have such a strong defense system. It was one of Allosaurus's many food sources, so fighting back against the mighty predator was a necessity. It was successful too. One of Allosaurus' fossil contains a puncture wound that almost certainly came from a thagomizer when it wasn't protecting itself. Stegosaurus traveled in herds eating low-level plants like mosses or fruit. Rearing on its hind legs would let it reach heights of up to 6 meters. There's your daily dose of education from me and these dinosaurs as well. So, thank you. That should be the real end of the video now. Hopefully. I don't know. Hopefully. So, I will see you guys all in the future.